Near mint condition, the home of collected editions. And check out that eye, that's exactly what we want to see. Woo, look at that panel, baby. And that, as they say, is that.
Welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm the Astonishing Melanie, and today I'm going to do an overview of Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater by Tom Scioli, so stay tuned. Thank you to IDW for sending us this review copy. It retails for $21.99 and collects all 3 issues of Godzilla's Monsterpiece Theater. And each issue is a whopping 40 pages. So that brings the page count to a total of 152 pages. It doesn't have an age rating that I can find. It's the size of a regular trade paperback, so that is what you think of the size of a comic. And I just want to show off I don't care if it's a 10th printing, it's got gold. Transformers #1, signed by Daniel Warren Johnson and Mike Spicer. Finally, I'll be delivering this overview by recounting the events of the first issue and leaving issues 2 and 3 untouched. So let's jump into this book for the gist of this wacky story, chock full of public domain characters, and take a look at the artwork. Scioli is the sole creator of this offbeat tale. He wrote, drew, inked, colored, and lettered the whole kit and caboodle. And as you can see from the cover, the Time Machinist, the Great Gatsby, Sherlock Holmes, and a mysterious character with really sharp nails and a cape with the letter D on the back are fighting Godzilla. However, Gatsby is the main character of this fever dream, with lines straight from the novel, since it's now in public domain. Or lines are slightly altered by him. It's very creative the way he can make it work. The story starts off with the events of Gatsby's life before he became great, so to speak. He falls in love with Daisy, but he has to fight in the war. And when he comes back, she's married to Tom. I like how Scioli utilizes the left side of the page here as a panel to offset the stack of panels over on the other side. And he actually uses this paneling technique throughout the book. So again, at the beginning, it's recapping Gatsby's early life, but as he's throwing a party, Godzilla decides to attack. Now, if you remember your high school English teacher telling you about the green light at the end of the dock, symbolizing Gatsby's hopes, dreams, his past, his lost love with Daisy, well, now it's Godzilla! There we go. Take a look at just how well this line straight from the novel fits. Gatsby believed in the green light, the orgastic future that year by year recedes before us. It deluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch out our arms farther, and he's yelling for Daisy. And then him and Nick get swept up over here. They finally find her. And yeah, like that, like I fact checked. I was like, okay, is this straight from the novel? He did not alter that line, and it works so well. Scioli must have had a blast when he did the color. I don't know why, I get that impression. Maybe because these combos speak muted pop art to me. Look at how intense Gatsby is in this panel, and the shadows are terrific over here. And this one with the pink red providing such a stark contrast with the bright blue. And this panel tickles me. Here where Scioli drew them upside down, I don't know. You find moments like this, kind of cartoony throughout the series. Alright, Gatsby is determined to fight the monster, and with his riches, he's building an army. He doesn't find support at first, though. Thomas Edison, with his awesome stylized name over here, all the characters get stylized names, he turns him down, along later with Sherlock Holmes and Jules Verne, who's also here, he's a cyborg. Let me show you that. Jules Verne, cyborg. I love those stylized names. However, things turn around after the arrival of the Time Machinist. Time Machinus, and the zany crew comes together. I'd like to flip back to an example of a moment that I found genuinely creepy. Here where Godzilla's teeth are closing in on the people in the train car. And then on the next page, Scioli took a line from The Great Gatsby and changed a couple of words to make it fit quite nicely. High over the city, a line of yellow teeth must have contributed their share of inhuman terror to the casual watcher in the streets. And I, Nick Carraway, was he, too, looking up and wondering. I was within and without, simultaneously enchanted and repelled by the inexhaustible variety of life. Okay, so he changed teeth. It was windows, yellow windows. He changed it to teeth, and he changed inhuman terror. That was human secrecy, and he changed it to inhuman terror. Again, it's so creative. And I love how Nick just says, golly, here at the bottom of the page. Why did I sound like Goofy? A note about the pacing. If you enjoy providing a good amount of closure on your part as the reader, with your imagination filling in the gutter and between the panels, then this story is for you. This isn't the case all the time, but when Scioli, in my opinion, makes a larger as opposed to smaller leap in the story between panels, it creates a pace that is old-timey. I'm hoping I'm wording this correctly. Like, here's an example of Nick saving the cat, and perhaps it's just a tiny bit more of it's on your part of the reader. You have to fill in the gaps of what happens in this sequence, and that just makes, for me, it makes me feel like I'm reading something that's more old-timey. So that's a taste of what you can expect. There's drama, there's seriousness. This was a change in the beast that was simply confounding. It literally glowed without word of a gesture of exaltation. Now, I did not look that up. Surely that was written by Scioli himself. But I don't know. Maybe the beast could be New York or something like that. Riches. And he changed a couple of words to make it about Godzilla. Look at this. But then there's the goofiness, right? The dramatic Jay Gatsby and the G-force. And just look at his costume. That was awesome. So yeah, this part... He's got his G-force fighting the Godzilla. And this cat is just so cute. Got reference to the Titanic. Yes, it's a surreal mashup of characters. I didn't even mention all the characters. But here's Sherlock Holmes, who's very, very old. And Doc Watson, let's see, is actually... Here, Doc Watson is a younger lady who is helping him out. The story, again, I won't give spoilers about what happens in issues 2 and 3, but the overall story does lead up to a climax that works on a pun of sorts. So that, I appreciate it. I like that part. In the back, you'll find the variant covers. This one being the play on the cover I know of the novel. It was the cover that I read when I was in high school. My book looked like this, The Great Gatsby, and all of this kind of design going on. Another cover by Scioli and Jim Rugg, who's an indie artist, so he's got that look going with this cover. I like the colors. And Patrick Horvath, who's doing Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, did a cover. My favorite are the ones by Jim Mahfood. Oh my gosh, he's bringing it. Look at those. I love the line work. Like the details, the hatching on Godzilla, but the lines around him are very, oh gosh, curvy? No, what's the word? Elegant? There we go. Elegant. Flowing. We've got Arthur Adams, who of course is a classic. And then concept art by Scioli. So overall, a fun read with drama, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, right? It's got those cartoony moments because this is like some zany, wacky fever dream of public domain characters. And that, as they say, is that. If you're interested in this book, please check out our sponsor.
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget, the CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more.
And that was the content page count of this book. Thank you again to IDW for sending us this review copy, and thank you to our patrons for making this channel a reality. We couldn't share the love of comics without you all. Check out our Patreon tiers to see if any of the levels meet your geeky needs, and as always, stay minty!